guys, welcome back to our channel. I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to you guys in a minute. Oh my gosh. I am so excited for this video because I will be telling the birth story, the labor and delivery story of our first baby girl, Shyla. I'm super excited to make this video because I just really love her birth story. Like, her whole labor and delivery was just an experience. It was completely different from my other two, so I just wanted to share my experience. When I was around 38 weeks, I believe I was 1 or 2 centimeters dilated. Around that time, I would start to go on walks, probably like 4 or 5 times a week. And then I also started bouncing on a yoga ball. Both of my boys came before their due date, and so I just thought that she would too, but that's not how it happened. Anyway, so week 39 rolls along and I'm like, okay, I'm definitely going to go into labor this week. I go to the OB and they said that I am about a 3 centimeter dilated. I got my membrane sweep done, and then right after my membrane sweep I went walking around the track again. Around this time I'm doing daily walks around 40 minutes each. I'm dilating. I'm having like Braxton Hicks, but the contractions aren't anything too major. Like, I know what they should feel like, and they were like really painless. They were just like crampy and they wouldn't last very long, maybe like 20 seconds. So basically I'm trying to do everything that I can to get the contractions to pick up and turn into real labor contractions. A few days go by and that doesn't happen. So then we enter my due date week, which I never thought I would enter, honestly, but I guess baby girl wanted to be stubborn. So according to my doctor's estimations, my due date was April 25th. I had an appointment on April 25th. So I go in for my doctor's appointment. They were going to do an ultrasound and, you know, a regular checkup, and then sweep my membrane. So they did my membrane sweep. They said I was about a 4 centimeters and I was still not really super softened, maybe like 50%, I think they said. So basically on the ultrasound, I believe that they are looking for her movement as well as the amount of fluid that she has, and I think something else. Anyway, so they're checking everything. The fluid is looking good, her heart rate's looking good, but then they are looking for her to like either open and close her hands or wiggle her toes or something like that, and she wasn't doing it. She was kind of rolling around and moving in there, but she wasn't opening it. I guess they're looking for like muscle contractions. The ultrasound tech was literally looking for like 20 minutes and Shyla would not move her hand or anything. So I'm over here like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is everything okay? Like, can she move? Like, I don't really know what that means, but they were like, okay, we're gonna put you on a non-stress test, the NST, and basically kind of monitor her and see, you know, what's going on. So they put me on the NST. Everything looks fine, but they still wanted to send me into the hospital since I'm already at my due date. They still wanted to go ahead and send me into the hospital to do another NST and ultrasound. They told me to go to the hospital later that night around 8 p.m. We packed up the kids, sent them to my mom's house, and then me and Jarvis went to the hospital. So there at the hospital, she was opening and closing her hands. She was doing everything she needed to do. So everything looked fine. The NST looked fine. The ultrasound was good. Everything was good. But then my midwife from my OB came in, and she was basically like, even though everything looks good, you're at your due date, you know, you're dilating, you're progressing, but your contractions aren't starting. So we kind of just want to give you that push. So if you're okay with it, we will go ahead and induce you. But the only day that we can induce you is tomorrow. That's the only day that they had open. And so basically I had to decide, do I want to just try to let her, you know, come on her own, or do I want to just go ahead and get it done since I'm already here? So ultimately me and Jarvis decided that we would just go ahead and get it done since we were already there at the hospital. One thing that I said my whole pregnancy was that I did not want to be induced. I was scared of the Pitocin. I was just scared of how different it would be getting induced. I didn't know what the medicine would do to her. I didn't know how it would make the contractions feel. I didn't know if it was safe, because I don't like to take medicine. I'm not, like, even when I'm sick, I don't like to take medicine. I didn't even like to take my iron pills that they prescribed me this pregnancy. Like, I just don't like medicine. Like, I just feel like my body should do whatever it's supposed to do. But they said for her safety, and since I'm already at my due date, it was they recommended to do it, and so I was like, okay, let's just go ahead and do it. So they admitted me to the hospital on the night of the 25th, and then the next morning on the 26th they said that they would start the Pitocin at 6 a.m. So fast forward to 6 a.m. on the 26th, they come in the room, they start my Pitocin. They said they're going to start on a level 2 and go up by 2 levels every 30 minutes, which seemed like a lot to me. I don't really know much about Pitocin or in labor induction, so I don't know if that's a lot or not, but it just seemed like a lot to do that every 30 minutes. But I was like, okay, fine, cool, whatever. I'm already 4 centimeters. Like, I'm thinking, you know, it's not gonna be too bad, but until they break my water, you know, because with my other 2 labors, the contractions were bearable, they were manageable until my water broke, and that's when it really got real. With this one, the contractions started off manageable, but literally within like the next 30 minutes to an hour, it like quickly shifted, and it was like, oh my gosh, like this hurts so bad. So they started the Pitocin at 6 a.m. Around 7:30, I would say, is when it was like getting like, okay, I need to like get up, walk around, like I actually have to breathe through these contractions and, you know, do all that. My husband's like pushing on my lower back, and I'm kind of just trying to like rock back and forth, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I keep telling myself in my head, like, this is what you were born to do. God made you to do this. Like, your body is meant to do this. Am I out of focus, y'all? I hope I'm not out of focus. But yeah, I'm just basically telling myself, like, you're meant to do this. It will be okay. You can do it. Push through it. Breathe through it. It only lasts so long, and then your baby girl will be here. I'm trying to tell myself all these things in my head, because that's what I did with my first son. If y'all don't know, I had him all natural, and basically it was a mind thing. It's a mental thing. I told myself, epidural's not here. I can't get it. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I did it. With my second son, I kind of went in with like I'll get it if I want to. And so I ended up getting it probably around like 8:15 a.m. I was like, let me go ahead and go to the bathroom, you know, go poop, because so embarrassing. Because with my second son, I might have let some loose during delivery. When I was pushing him out, some other stuff got pushed out, if you know what I mean. So I was like, I don't want that to happen again. So I was like, let me go ahead and go to the bathroom and, you know, do what I need to do. So I went to the bathroom. I remember sitting on the toilet when I was going, and I remember praying like, God, please, like the contractions were coming every 3 minutes as I was going, and they were just super, super painful. And I remember like closing my eyes and being like, God, please, like somehow let this labor be quick and fast and as painless as possible. I remember as I was praying and as I was saying that, my conscience was like, girl, you know that's not gonna happen. Like, why are you even saying that? Why are you thinking that? Like, it's not gonna happen, get over it, whatever. Remember that. There is a vlog clip that me and Jarvis started recording. It was 8:55. The clip started around like 8:55, I think, and then it ended in like 9:04. Anyway, the point is, I said, you know what I just thought of? I think I need to go ahead and ask them for the epidural, because my water hasn't broken yet and these contractions are super unbearable, and they're gonna have to give me the IV drip for at least an hour before I can get the epidural. And so I was like, I should probably go ahead and tell them that I want it so we can go ahead and start the process. So Jarvis is like, okay, let me call them in here. So he calls them in there, and they're like, okay, let me go ahead and check you before, you know, we do it. Let's see how far along you are. So they check me, and I was 7 centimeters. And as she's checking me, my water literally breaks. She's like, you're 7 centimeters, your water just broke. I don't think you're gonna have time for epidural. It's not like, I don't think you're gonna have more than an hour. So they were like, do you wanna just get the IV medicine? It's like, I'm not sure what it's called, but some kind of medicine that they give in your IV. It kind of makes you like sleepy. And I was like, at this point, yeah, whatever, I'll take it. So literally, I'm having a contraction as she's telling me this. Literally, as they're trying to get the medicine ready and my next contraction comes, I feel so much pressure. And I know what that means. I know exactly what that means. So I'm like, oh, I think I literally said out loud, I was like, oh no, I'm pushing. And like, I could, like, you know, you can't really control it. Like, your body is just like, it's like a natural thing. So my body literally just starts to push. And they're like, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's breathe through it. Next contraction, like they basically were walking me through it, like how to push, and, you know, when to push and how long and when to take a breath and things like that. So from 9 a.m. when I said I wanted to get the epidural and my water broke and they, you know, all that stuff happened, up until 9:24 a.m. No, 9:23 a.m. is when she was born. So 23 minutes, and I went from being 7 centimeters to 10 centimeters and she was born. 3 pushes and Shyla was born. Literally my fastest labor ever. I was only in labor for 3.5 hours. Still mind-blowing. Like, I don't understand how it went so fast from being 7 centimeters to literally she popped out within 20 minutes. That's wild. And it's just crazy because I literally prayed for it and then I doubted it, and I shouldn't have doubted it. But like, I was like, thank you, God. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know how much more I could have endured of that, especially after my water broke, because when your water breaks, it gets way worse. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much her birth story. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. She was born at 9:23 a.m. on April 26th. She was 19.5 inches long and she weighed exactly 7 pounds even. She is literally the best baby ever. I just love her so much. I want to go back in the room and just stare at her. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. I will be recording more mom of 3 content soon as I get kind of acclimated into this whole journey and routine. It's a lot, y'all. It's definitely a lot, but we are managing it. Luckily Jarvis is here with me, so he's out of work for about a week, and I will get a vlog put out for you guys as soon as possible. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.